Just want to make a slightly longer video today on humility, and I think this is really important because it speaks a lot about a person's character and who they are. So my friend actually at uni, Zane, he actually said a really good definition of it. He said that you should work hard in the silence, but let success make the noise. And what that means is that you shouldn't have to talk up your accomplishments; they should speak for themselves. And in my definition, there is four principles that make someone humble. So that they realize that they are important, they value themselves, they realize they can offer value to other people, and thirdly, they realize that they need to identify their weaknesses in order for them to continue to grow, and fourthly, they don't think they're better than any one person or group of people. You have to be courageous enough in the dark, but you have to be humble enough in the spotlight. You have to be always willing to throw down and challenge yourself, but you're not letting your victories define who you are. It's the fact that you're continuing to challenge yourself which defines who you are. Because ultimately, you are what you are doing, not what you have done, if that makes sense. Your words come and go, but your actions speak everything about you. And, success in itself can be a bad teacher, I think, because it can delude you into thinking that you can never lose. And life is humbling itself because we don't actually know what's coming around the corner. We don't have this instruction manual saying, you're going to do this day, this is what's going to happen this day, this is what's going to happen this day. It doesn't work like that. We have to figure it out for ourselves, and it is really unpredictable and it is really uncertain. So when you are really cocky like that, life usually finds a way to make you humble, through adversity and other challenges. Now, try and live by the philosophy of, dream as if you're immortal, but live each day like your last. And when you think like that, your actions are never limited and your creativity is never limited. And you start valuing your time every single day. And I think it is the kind of balance between the ego and humility, or you could look at it as the balance between being egotistical and prideful. The beneficial thing about being prideful, and pride in itself is a form of confidence. You are so grateful for everything you have, and you're so grateful for all your accomplishments, and maybe even grateful for your mistakes. But you realize that is the catalyst for you to continue to grow. It inspires you to continue to want to grow. Whereas if you're being egotistical, you think you're the best, and you're calibrating your successes maybe just of only your circle of influence, only your friends and stuff like that. Where in reality, there's 7 billion people on planet Earth, and they're all hungry, and it is a competitive world. You don't know how many hours a person might be dedicating to their craft, or how many opportunities a person might be getting, or what they're born with. The only thing we can do is improve ourselves every single day, and if you're egotistical, you're just calibrating, like I said, your successes of a very small amount of people. Even if you think you are the best at something, if you think that, then your potential is capped at that particular moment in time, and what might be cool in 2015 might be not good in 2016. You know what I mean? You have to be always willing to improve yourself and keep up to scratch with your abilities and your talents and whatever else. So it's always striving to move forwards, never backwards. And ultimately it comes down to you have to be humble enough to learn. You're not resting on yesterday's accomplishments. When you hold on to your accomplishments that tightly, you're holding on to them at the expense of your destiny. You have to exit your history to actually enter your destiny. So just to clarify that. And the definition of a champion, in my opinion, isn't based on their successes or their victories. It's based on the fact that they're always willing to challenge themselves. They do things based on character and integrity. Anytime you're compromising integrity, you're thinking out of your ego, not your values. And champions aren't born, in my opinion, in the Colosseum with gold medals around their necks. They're created through their efforts, through their struggles, and their ability to always challenge themselves. And the only way to prevent yourself actually going backwards on yourself is to actually always strive to go forwards and progress and improve. As opposed to being like satisfied in one place. It's about being proud but never satisfied. Always continuing to battle, never retreat. And you always have to have that kind of mindset of a beginner, in my opinion. The people who are perceived by the media and populations and stuff like that, who are considered to be experts, really they're just forever students. They're always continuing to learn things, and that's why they stay so current and up to date with everything. And when you're like that, you have a different mindset to thinking if you think you are the expert, then you think you're at the top of the game, where someone might be getting way more ahead of you and putting more hours in. And eventually, again, like I said, life has a weird way of keeping you humble, man. So yeah, so ultimately it comes down to valuing yourself and proud of your accomplishments and stuff like that, but never satisfied. you value your time and the willingness to always continue to improve, because you don't know what might be coming around the corner, man. You have to make the most of the opportunity and willing to throw down. By doing that, you're creating a more capable, more stronger character within yourself. You're never letting your accomplishment run away with you and stuff like that. So, hope you've enjoyed that video. Any comments, comment below, and I'll speak to you soon. Thanks very much.